Hi, Chapel Hill. It is Easter week, and this is obviously one of my favorite weeks of the year. It also gets to be one of the busiest, most intense weeks of the year, but I love diving into this particular week. I hope you are having a great week. I appreciated what we looked at on Sunday and how we considered our common King. And as we go through the Easter weekend, I want to continue on that theme of our common life. And I really want to look at this Easter, at the things that bring us together, that unite us. And obviously there are two very significant things that happen on Easter weekend. And one is the crucifixion, and the other is the resurrection. And we're going to look at through the weekend how those things bring us together in God's family and how we can remember and celebrate together. So here's a few details just to remind you of what's going on this weekend. On Friday, 7 o'clock, we're going to have a Good Friday service here in this room, and we're getting ready for the services this weekend right now, trying to get things in place and get everything set up. So 7 o'clock on Friday, here in person in this room, and also online, live streaming at 7 o'clock if you prefer to watch it there. Just a warning, be ready for communion. We are going to share communion together on Good Friday at the 7 o'clock service, both in person and online. So if you're going to watch online, have your elements ready to share with us, you and your family, however you want that to work. But you can share with us, share communion together with us at 7 o'clock on Good Friday. And then following the 7 o'clock service, the schedule is set to go down at 7:40. And so from here, we're going to move out into the yard here at the church, and we're going to watch the sun go down together, and we're going to reflect a little bit on what needs to go down with the sun and the meaning that has this Good Friday. And so around 7:40, we're going to go outside. If you want to just come by for the outside part, that's totally fine. Feel free to. We're just going to have an informal gathering, some things to reflect on, and then we're just going to watch the sunset and enjoy a time of remembrance as we look back on the crucifixion and burial of Jesus Christ. And then on Easter Sunday at 6:45 a.m. here at the church, we're going to gather again for a sunrise gathering. Same thing, just an informal gathering for anyone who wants to come and just be outside and watch the sunrise together. And then following that, there are going to be two services, one at 9 o'clock, and we're going to live stream that service. So if you're watching online, that one will be live streamed, and then it'll be available throughout the rest of the day and week. It'll just be on there. So we're going to live stream at 9 o'clock, and then we're going to have a second in-person service as well at 11 o'clock. And so pick the one that you want to come to. Make sure you register for it so we know to set up a table for you and your family, or reserve seats for you, that kind of a thing. Go ahead and register for those services. Now, a little twist this year, also on Sunday, we're going to do communion in those services as well. So be ready for that. We'll share communion here in person and online. We're doing it Friday and Sunday because this is such a significant time for us to remember what brings us together, what it is that unites us in God's family. And of course, the resurrection unites us. The death and burial of Jesus Christ unite us. We're going to look at how those two tie together and contribute to our common life, the life that we share in God's family. Here's what I want to ask you to do between now and the weekend. Will you pray with me for these services? Will you pray that we glorify God in what we do, that we remember well and we celebrate well? And will you pray with me that God uses these services to draw us closer to Him in fellowship with Him, and also closer together in the way that we share this common life together? Pray that that's accomplished. Pray that this will be a step forward for Chapel Hill Church. Pray that the message that comes through so clearly in the Good Friday and Easter messages, that message reaches people that really need to hear it, that need that encouragement to know that Jesus died for them and that they can have new life in Him. And we'll talk about that this weekend. I look forward to celebrating with you together here in person and online. This is a great week for us as a church. As we look back at the past year and on into what God has for us in the future, let's remember together and celebrate together. And I will see you this weekend.